have the honor and the pleasure to be standing next to a Hall of Famer, Mr. Clarence Scott. Can you please, I mean, this guy is from Atlanta, Georgia. You guys don't understand, like, you can make it from anywhere. This man is a Hall of Famer, and everything that you have done for the sport, for the community, can you please just impute that on our younger players as they come up?
I'd be more than happy to. That's why I'm so glad that I'm with this group that includes Julius Williams and some of these other guys, because they're on a mission to spend some of the time and energy that the good Lord has given them to pour it back into school, their own school systems where they went, and other systems as well, so that the young guys coming up will learn from some people who've already gone where they have to travel, who've been to the professional level, who've done some great things in life. And so I'm just glad that God allowed us to connect.
Yes, sir.
And I haven't known them except for about 4 months now, 4 or 5 months. And I see the things that they do, the children that they touch, the communities that they go into, and using sports as a way to enlighten the younger people in terms of what God has for them to do. Not just thinking about sports all the time, but sports is just another means of accomplishing a goal that God has put you on this earth to accomplish.
Yes, sir.
And I'm just glad to be a part of it, to help get the message out to the youngsters that it's not all about sports,
right,
but sports is just a way that you can honor yourself,
right,
honor your community. Thank God for giving you the talent to operate as a sports person, no matter what you do, running, jumping, shooting the ball, swimming, or whatever. It's all to give him the glory and the honor. None of it you would be able to do unless God had touched your life and given you that talent. So now we want to honor him with our talents and give back to the younger people to help them to come up in a bright light. And so I'm just glad to be a part of it. I was brought up in the Sunday school by my mother and father. I was in a two mother and father family when I was growing up. They took me to church and Sunday school, and that was my foundation. So then when I got old enough to do the sports, I had a foundation of knowing that it wasn't about me, that it was about my Creator, who was giving me talents to honor him.
Yes,
and so this is just one way that I can give back to the community. I'm just so thankful and grateful for the opportunity, and thank you for this,
we're grateful for this interview too, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Now, before you go, for the ones that don't know, can you give them a brief history of where you came from, your high school, college, and on the way to the pros, and now you are here. You're a Hall of Famer, sir. That's just I don't know. A lot of people don't get to that level. Can you let them know?
It's a blessing. I grew up in Decatur, Georgia. I can remember back as far as the 5th and 6th grade is when I was serious about playing football. I was a Cleveland Browns fan in the 5th grade and 6th grade. Jim Brown was playing in those days. He was my favorite player, and so I always wanted to play for the Cleveland Browns. And then when I got to high school at Trinity High School in Decatur,
yes, sir,
it was all black high school. The white kids went to Decatur High School. We went to Trinity. And in 1965, as a junior, we won a state championship. So I've been experiencing some success in football for a long time. And then I got a scholarship the next year as a senior. We didn't do as well. We lost a lot of our good players, but as a senior, at the end of that year, I got a scholarship to go to Kansas State University on a football scholarship. It was my first time on an airplane. Had never been on an airplane before. I flew from Hartsfield Airport to Kansas City, Missouri, and we took a small prop plane from Kansas City out to a small college town, Manhattan, Kansas, where Kansas State is located.
Yes, sir.
And for the next 4 years, I was going back and forth from Atlanta to Kansas State. And then by the time I was a senior, my last year there, I was named All-American. I was Look Magazine All-American player. I appeared on the Bob Hope Show. Bob Hope was a comedian who had a variety show, and every year he had the All-Star team to come on to his show, and he would just introduce the guys, All-American team, and then they would walk off to the stage.
Yes, sir.
And so I experienced that. And not only was I an All-American in my senior year, I was selected by the Cleveland Browns, first round of the NFL draft of 1971. I was the 14th player taken in the first round, first defensive back taken. And from there, I went on to Cleveland, Ohio, and I stayed there for 13 years, all with the Browns. My entire professional career was with my favorite team as a child. So that was truly a blessing from God.
Yes, sir.
I tell people God orchestrated the draft so that the Browns took me in the first round, because that's a long shot for that happening for a young man from 5th grade, then graduating college and getting chosen by your favorite team when you were a 5th grader.
Right, right.
That's unusual. That's unlikely to be the case, but it happened in my case, and I know it was all coming from the blessings of God.
Yes, sir.
And so I've always tried to represent my high school, my college, and my professional team. I've always tried to represent them in the best of manner, doing things for the community and helping to make this world a better place.
Yes, sir.
And so that's what I'll do for the rest of my life, and be thankful and grateful for all the things that have happened to me in my life.
Yes, sir. Hey, Will, we truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Can we see the ring?
Hey, show it to him.
Yes, this is my college ring. I got this ring. I was inducted into the Ring of Honor at my college, Kansas State University, along with Jordan Nelson and Darren Sproles. Those are two guys that are playing in the NFL currently. We all went in the same year.
Wow.
And this 22 here, this is my number when I was with Cleveland, was my number 22. I wore that for 13 years. And so I've been blessed. I'm also inducted into the Georgia Sports Hall of Fame and the City of Decatur School System Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Awesome.
Blessing.
Man, hey,
Blessing on top of
blessings on blessings on
Not,
blessings.
not me, but just God shower down on me blessings that I don't have enough room to even hold.
Man, hey, it's a blessing that you're speaking with us, man.
Thank you
True
so much
pleasure
for
to speak with you.
having me on.
Thank you so much. Hey, guys, Ryan Hatch with Eagle Eye Sports, with the legend right here, man. Hey.